Well, welcome back, everyone. If you ever wanted to learn any pioneer skills, guess what? You can, because Marie Walton from Johnny Appleseed Park is here to let you know all about it. Welcome, Marie.
Thank you so much, Chris.
All right.
So we have a Pioneer Skills field trip out here at the Allen County Farm Park, and I'm coming at you from our real Pioneer cabin. I don't know if you can see it behind me there. We've got like an old-timey stove and all kinds of things, butter churns. All kinds of things that pioneers would have used in the 1840s. And this is a real pioneer cabin that was built by Lake Loramie, and then they kind of took it apart like Lincoln Logs and then rebuilt it here at the Allen County Farm Park. So it's a great place to immerse third graders in the pioneer experience. And so we go through different things that you would have to do to survive in the 1840s. And even kids had to help out in pioneer times. It was all hands on deck if you wanted to survive the winter. So our first stop is we teach them how to clear the land, or how the pioneers would have cleared the land and built a house with a focus on change over time. So I have a timeline here where you can see some of the tools that pioneers would have used and how they changed as pioneers kind of made advancements. As pioneers, even though they lived a long time ago, before Walmart and before McDonald's and before electricity, they were just like you and me, and they didn't want to work harder than they had to. So if they could come up with a tool that would help them, they would. So we talk about that, and then later on, we talk about the types of crops that they would have been trying to plant with a focus on corn and apples. And then they get to come down to this pioneer cabin, which is one of my favorite parts because we get to make food, real pioneers food that they would have eaten. And they make cornbread and butter, and the old-fashioned butter is so good. And we talk about change over time again. I don't know if you can see back here, I've got different types of butter churns and how they would have made advancements on those as well to make their lives easier as time went on. And then we also have a real like covered wagon hayride. The pioneers would have had a horse pulling it, but here we have a tractor. But they get to go on a wagon ride through the forest to see what Ohio would be like when pioneers first came here about 174 years ago. So it's very immersive. It's really, really fun. We get super into it. We wear costumes, and so do our volunteers who come out and help us. And we just have a good time.
All right. So when is this again?
We're doing it all month long, just about every day of the week for third graders of Allen County. Different schools come out here and they get to have the real pioneer experience. Oh, I almost forgot the best part. After they're done helping out around the farm and doing all the pioneer chores, they get to do real pioneer games, because pioneer children were just like children today. They wanted to play. And even though they didn't have electricity, they found ways to play. So we have stilts and blocks they would have played with. We have pioneer dolls, because they didn't waste anything. So this is actually like a corn husk that was turned into a little doll. I think it's kind of cute. And darts. Pioneer dart is a corn cob with a feather on it. I think that's really fun. So after they do all of the pioneer work, they get to play some pioneer games that real pioneer children would have played.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Marie, you won me over with just the cornbread and natural butter, so I want to go to this.
That's my favorite.
All right, well, thanks so much for coming along, Marie from Johnny Appleseed. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.